Syllabification or syllabication is the separation of a word into syllables, whether spoken or written. The written separation is usually marked by a hyphen when using English orthography and with a period when transcribing in the International Phonetic Alphabet. For presentation purposes, typographers may use an interpunct, or a special-purpose hyphenation point. At the end of a line, a word is separated in writing into parts conventionally called syllables if it does not fit and if moving it to the next line would make the first line much shorter than the others. This can be a particular problem with very long words. Word processing has automated the process of justification, making syllabification of shorter words often superfluous. In some languages, the spoken syllables are also the basis of syllabification in writing. However, possibly due to the weak correspondence between sounds and letters in the spelling of modern English, written syllabification in English is based mostly on etymological or morphological instead of phonetic principles. For example, it is not possible to syllabify learning as learning according to the correct syllabification of the living language. Seeing only lear at the end of a line might mislead the reader into pronouncing the word incorrectly, as the digraph A can hold many different values. The history of English orthography accounts for such phenomena. English written syllabification therefore deals with a concept of syllable that doesn't correspond to the linguistic concept of a phonological unit. As a result, even most native English speakers are unable to syllabify words accurately without consulting a dictionary or using a word processor. The process is, in fact, so complicated that even schools usually do not provide much more advice on the topic than to consult a dictionary. In addition, there are differences between British and US syllabification and even between dictionaries of the same English variety. In Finnish, Italian, Portuguese and other nearly phonemically spelled languages, writers can in principle correctly syllabify any existing or newly created word using only general rules. In Finland, children are first taught to hyphenate every word until they produce the correct syllabification reliably, after which the hyphens can be omitted. See also, hyphenation algorithm, phonotactics, tautosyllabic, heterosyllabic and ambisyllabic phones, syllable structure in English phonology. External links, online lyric hyphenator, hyphenates English text into syllables, online hyphenation tool, hyphenation algorithms for several languages, hyphenation tool for the French language, hyphenates French words with explanation. References